Hi, I'm Sheera Xaviera. In this video, we're gonna talk about a non-structural flood prevention measure for mitigating urban inundation impacts along with river flooding effects, which is the research that is written by the professors from National Taiwan University. In recent decades, urban development along river have experienced high flooding risks, elevated by increasing urbanization. Due to the expansion of urban areas, flood mitigation strategies must rely on non-structural flood management policy. Non-structural flood protection measures are provided by establishing warning water level based on various scenario simulation. The extent and intensity of damage incurred due to the flooding around the world have been increasing over the last few decades. To prevent damage associated with such events, structural flood mitigation strategies such as levees, channel improvement, and other engineering infrastructure have commonly been implemented. The Taiwanese government has greatly invested in flood mitigation strategies, particularly structural strategies since the 1950s. Then, in the 2000s, the concept of non-structural flood mitigation and management came into focus in Taiwan. In this study, the researchers focused on a region of the Tanshui River mouth with a river length of 8.9 kilometers. It says that Tansui's river mouth is the only downstream of the Tanshui River that lacks levees or dikes, because the flood risk therein is low due to its wide channel procession. However, the growth of the population and economy in this area have increased the need to prevent flood hazard by improving the associated flood mitigation and management measures. To determine the flood mitigation strategies, a flood simulation to evaluate the capability and applicability of the flood mitigation and management strategies in the study area, which is Tanshui River, was performed. The two types of flood that are taken into account are riverbank overflow and rainfall generate overland flow. In the riverbank overflow flood simulation, the researchers used the design discharge and water level under different recurrence intervals in the regulation master plan at river mouth of the Tanshui River. The CCHE 2D models, a two-dimensional deep average numerical model, was applied to simulate the water level in the estuary of the Tanshui River. This table illustrates the initial and boundary condition of the discharge in the upstream and the water level in the downstream. In this study, the researchers ran steady-state flow simulation of riverbank overflow given under 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, and 200 years recurrence floods. In rainfall generate overland flow flood simulation, the researchers considered the inundation area of the overland flow due to heavy rainfall. The two-dimensional overland flow was simulated with the inundation depth and inundation area in a second step using the NTU 2D fin model based on hydrographs of the overflow rate at the manhole calculated using the stormwater management model. The NTU 2D fin model developed by National Taiwan University, which is a two-dimensional diffuse wave model for simulating regional overland flow, determined by the topography, land cover, and soil type based on non-inertial surface flow dynamics. A flood warning system is the foundation of non-structural flood prevention measure. Following the regulation on river management in Taiwan, the authority is in charge of the Tanshui River. The warning water level along the river was established based on historical records for early warning and evacuation purposes. In an attempt to support an evacuation plan for each of the 5 urban settlements considered in this study, the researchers established a warning water level for each settlement. Then they performed simple regression analysis between simulated river water levels at the station and each settlement. The warming water level could thus be obtained through the regression equation. That's all for the video. Thank you for watching.